Hi guys, today we will be learning about audio sound slides. Let's go! Audio sound slides is a unique and fun way for journalists to tell stories. Audio sound slides takes two elements of journalism, audio and photos, and merges them to tell stories. Let's go and look at some of these, then learn how they work.
What do I do? Well, you can see there's a typewriter here, right? And I use a typewriter as a form of surviving. That's what I do with this typewriter. I first typed in my boyhood days at school. And I've been typing since then. I've been doing this from childhood days. And it's a good thing that I did it then, because I found it as a way, a means of surviving in my old age. I'm now 84-year-old. I'll be 85 next birthday. Yes. I think I go way back to the 70s, early 70s, on this street. People come from all spheres. They come from all over the place. And they request different jobs, like applications for work, recommendations. We do all sorts of letters too. They're numerous. I don't know what to say. I don't know how to express that, because we do all sorts of typing.
He always try to help us with our recommendation, school paper. Like when he do the recommendation, he refer us to JP to sign it. But he's good at typing. You come and you wait on him, and in a split second, if you have anything and there's a mistake on it, and maybe you don't want to go back to bother the other person, you can just come and ask him to correct it for you. And like that, you have a way to miserable some time, but
On 1927, my mother and father Jamaicans. My father was a seaman. I was born Republic of Panama. Myself and three others. My brother and two sisters came to Jamaica in 1934. I first went to England when I was about 17. I was a member of the Royal Air Force during War II, and we had signed for the duration of the present emergency. So for that reason, when war was over, I came home.
You can use many tools to put your audio sound slides together. However, today we will be learning to use Sound Slides demo. This will be fun. Let's watch the vid to see how it works.
Hi, my name is Carl Good, and I'm going to show a quick tutorial on how to make a slideshow with narration using two different softwares. One is Sound Slides, which is up here, and the other is Audacity, which is for audio. SoundSlides actually doesn't record audio; it only imports it from another program. So, um, but before I do any of that stuff, I like to, before I actually put the audio together with the photos, I want to sort of figure out what my story is with my photo, because you are going to be telling a story. So and I like to have a way to arrange my photos and mess with them and look at them. And you can do that in Flickr or some other online program or right in your own computer. I'm going to do it right here in SoundSlides though. So I'm going to say new project, and I'll save it as Carl's project, and right away that screen saves. The screen changes from project to upload a JPEG, which are photos, JPG, or sound, SND. And your photos have to be in RGB and JPEG format. RGB is red, green, blue. It's for screen resolution on computers, not for print, which is CMYK. You can go into Photoshop and other places and convert those files, but most cameras shoot RGB now as it is. Standard size and full screen enabled is fine. So I'm going to click on this and come down, and I have a folder with photos right here. Now, if I try to upload these photos now, these here, it won't let me choose them, and it's very frustrating. So it only sees folders on the first upload. So I'm going to go ahead and see up here it says choose a folder on the top of the window. So I'm going to go ahead and click open on that, and it'll import. I have 11 images, and they import pretty fast. It depends on your settings and what you asked for and all of that. But 11's good for this tutorial. Now, normally I would go in here and click on sound and then go to my audio files and try to upload this. But I'm going to skip the sound right now, and I'm going to say slideshow only down here, skip audio. And what that does is it gives me all these photos to play with. And just by clicking and dragging, I can move the sequence around, and I can sort of write my story and figure out what it is I wanna the order in which I want to tell this story, with a strong opening and a strong finish and a strong middle and all those storytelling techniques that you hear about. Now, you're not going to see a timeline. Usually down below this box there's a timeline that has the photos all lined up in a string, but that only appears when you've imported your audio. And so I am I don't have my audio yet, so I will import that later by coming over here to audio and saying import audio, or I could have done it on the first screen, either way. So I'm going to go ahead and import my audio now for this slideshow, and I'm going to click on the word audio over here and go ahead and import it and navigate to my audio files folder. And now you can see it's an MP3 file, and I've mashed together the two there was an original WAV file that was music and then my voice. And while this is importing, I'll say that down here there's going to be a new window that'll have all of my photos down there along a timeline of sound. They'll be combined together, and it'll let me adjust those the width of those photos to match the amount of time I'm talking about it in the audio. So there's my new window, and if I play this, you'll see that I have some music, and
Hi, my name is
I
Carl
start
Good.
talking. I'm a little loud. The music's a little low, but you know what? I want to put a little title slide before that, and I went ahead and made one. I don't have the word update image down here yet. But you have to sort of mess with this and go away and come back, and now it's there. It's very annoying, but it's still a great program. Don't get me wrong. I'm clicking on Add Image, and now I have this file called Title Slide, which I made in, believe it or not, Google Drawings, which you go to Google Documents and then you say Create New Drawing, and then you make it. Most people don't have Illustrator or some fancier program, so but that's a way to make one, and it's free. And so there's my title slide there. If I double click on it, you can see Carl's Amazing Slideshow, which took me over to Slide Info. I'll go back to Slides, and I'm going to drag that up to the beginning of my slideshow, and you see that it appears now at the beginning here. So if I scrub my playhead back there, as you move across, you can see all of your photos, and you can resize them just by grabbing the in between each one and dragging it back and forth, and the length of time that it appears on it matches your audio. You just make them the right width to match your audio. So I'm going to go ahead and cough and move this up a little so we don't have to listen to the whole thing, and then Hi, my name is Carl Good, and I am going to tell you about a great day in Madrid. And I was there with 15 students, and we all left our hostel in the morning and headed for the Atocha train station. Okay, we left our hostel. I kind of wanted to say hostel right about where, that was a little, uh, a little short on this one. So I'm going to go back and I'll listen to it again. In the morning. Whoops, a little bit. We all left our hostel in the morning and headed for the Atocha train station, which is that's better. So you can see that it really it is easy to make this in sync. If you don't want any more if you decide you don't want one of these photos, you have too many. Like I don't need this extra one of Toledo, for instance. I could just throw it away. You want to caption these things. I'm going to go ahead and put this where I wanted this playhead. I'm going to say our hostel. I actually wrote this out, but so it's a little quicker. Our hostel in Madrid was centrally located. Rather than just saying our hostel in Madrid, you want to add some more information that makes it interesting to the person watching this thing. So, and you can click through all the photos this way and just caption them. You can also change the movement of them. For instance, this is the start and finish. Some people call this the Ken Burns effect. So you can move these around so this is the finish, and then go on to the next one. And when you're all done with that, you can go back to the slide and then test this movie. Let's go ahead and test this, and we'll see what we've got here. Now you actually get this. This is being tested in my browser, so. Hi, my name is Carl Good, and I am going to tell you about a great day in Madrid. Now, to see these captions, you're going to want to. I was there with 15 students, and to see these captions, you have to click on the caption thing here. You can set it so that they're showing all the time, but you can hide and show captions. You can also add credits in there, like who the photographer was. And up here, you can see there's a blank headline there. So we're going to go back to Sound Slides and get rid of this actually, and go ahead into project info, and we'll call this, a day in Madrid, a day in Madrid, and I can say by Carl Good, and there that'll appear up there at the top of the page when I'm ready. And you can also come into template, and you can try and look at different templates for showing your movie. So anyway, we're gonna go and we'll just leave it here on white. You can also change the fonts that you're using for the captions and stuff. You can actually do transitions where, right now you can see as they goes from each photo, one photo to the next, that they fade into each other. You can change those transitions to a different type of transition, and it's all pretty sophisticated stuff. It's pretty good. So I'm going to go back to slides. I'm going to save this, so now everything I've done is saved. I don't have captions on all my photos, but I normally would. Let's say we're finished now. We're ready to go. Everything's with the right size and the right speed.
I hope today was informative. Go forth and make your sound slides.